Welcome to another episode of St. Louis Presents. We have another great show, as always. I'm here with my co-host, Vern Fuller.
Hi, April.
Hi.
We got a great show.
We do.
We have a great show.
We always have a great show. We have Bishop Antoine Jackson here, and he is going to talk about paying it forward and the really different things that his congregation is doing. So I'm excited about that.
Absolutely. We also have my good friend, Shelly Donahoe, owner of the Magic Chef Mansion.
Yes, that's a hidden jewel. I can't wait to talk about that.
People just don't know.
I know, it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
And then we also have restaurateur and chef Katie Lee of Katie's Pizza and Pasta.
Hi, guys.
Hi, so excited to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
You know, we were talking about, we've been Facebook friends for a long time.
Yeah, so we get to meet now.
Yes, and we both of us used to live in Italy.
Yes.
We have lots of good stuff to talk about.
Lots to talk about.
Yes, and how yummy does this look?
This is the part of the show that I am becoming a great fan of. This
Yes.
smells so good. It does. Stay with us. You won't want to miss this. Welcome back. April, good to see you.
Thank you.
How about this nice spring weather we have?
I know, thank goodness it's finally coming. I said I just wanted to put on some color today. You know, stop wearing 10 layers. It's crazy though.
Yeah.
How do you go from 51 degrees to 10 inches of snow?
Only in St. Louis.
I know, wackadoo.
Only in St.
I
Louis.
know, but it's getting gorgeous. We've got a lot of good stuff going on.
We've got the
Coming up.
Spring Art Fair coming up
Yes.
in Queenie Park.
Yes.
April 5th through the 7th.
That's my birthday weekend.
When's your birthday?
I'm not telling. It's somewhere between the 5th and the 7th. No, it's the 6th.
Is it 6?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. So, and I just learned that 6 is a very important number for me. So, yeah.
Which makes you an Aries.
Yes.
I knew I liked you. Mine's the 18th. We're both Aries.
There you go.
Isn't that something?
See, that's why
Yeah.
we get along.
That's it.
Well, so that'll be something really fun to do for my birthday weekend.
Also, we have the St. Louis Marathon Fitness.
The Go Family Fitness.
Go Family Fitness.
That's right.
Yeah, and it's like a 26-mile marathon. There's so much, there's something for everyone there.
Yeah.
We're
for all age groups too.
Right.
It's really exciting.
Exactly. I'm actually training for a marathon.
You are?
I started last night. Everyone can tune in and watch the metamorphosis that my body is going to be going through. So,
There you go.
yeah,
There you go.
this is going to be a very.
You started last night.
I started last
What's
night.
the regimen?
That's another show.
Now, what I want to know is, are you doing the shakes? Are you, really eating for power and speed and?
Yeah, that starts today.
That,
That starts
okay.
today.
All right.
But we are wrapping up. Stop that. We're wrapping up our wedding special. We hope the brides-to-be receive some valuable information that will help them plan for the big day.
Yeah.
We've discussed planning. We've discussed photography, makeup, using a winery as a venue. But we'd like to bring you one more venue just in case you haven't found what you're looking for.
This is
Shelly
a good
Donahoe.
one.
Shelly
This is a good
Donahoe is
one.
here, owner of the Magic Chef
Gorgeous.
Mansion.
Gorgeous.
And here's a great shot of this
You know,
on screen right now.
And you know what? I even went to the website, and this is just the outside. Here's some of the interior shots. This place is absolutely gorgeous, and it's so unique. And when we were talking about it in the green room, it's such a, as I said earlier, a hidden jewel. This thing is beautiful. This place is really different. So I'm really excited to talk about this today. And you've been there.
I have been there.
You
I've
have.
been there.
You
It
were there
is,
for a corporate party?
Yeah, we had our Radio 1 Incorporated. We had our Christmas party there.
Nice.
And let me tell you, it was a great time. It's one of those unforgettable nights.
Yeah.
Shelly, your
Welcome.
place, welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks
you.
for joining us.
Well, my pleasure.
Your place makes memories.
Well, thanks. It's full of them, I guess, since it's from 1908. So
1908?
yeah, goes way back.
Tell us
Do you have
a
any
little bit of the
ghost
history.
stories?
No, well, the scariest thing is my gas bill, but
I bet.
I don't have any real ghost stories, but it was
No,
built in
but
1908.
it's gorgeous.
So, and the original family founded the Magic Chef Stove Company, and that's why it's called the Magic Chef Mansion.
Oh my
So-
gosh, I remember that. My mother had one of those.
Did she?
Oh my gosh, yeah, a long time ago.
She
The
helped
guy
pay
with
for
the
the
hat.
mansion.
Yeah,
No, I'm
good.
serious. No, that's why. I couldn't put the two and two together, but that's why. Okay.
Yeah.
And what prompted you to take it on? Because it's a huge project to take on.
It needed a lot of work. I lived kind of nearby it on a street behind it, and with my ex-husband, well, he was my husband, but anyway, and we loved old houses, and it came on the market, and so I fell in love with it and wanted to restore it. So we bought it in 1990, and it was in the family up until then. And so the last daughter that had lived there of the original family died at age 93, and didn't alter it, but let it go. So anyway, we came on the scene, and here it is.
Nice.
Awesome.
23
It's
years.
obviously a work of passion. You've put so much work into bringing it back to, is it in its original condition? Tell us about that.
Well, the systems have, a lot of wirings happened in roofing, plumbing, heating, cooling, you name it. But the interior is pretty much as it was in 1908. So wood that was not supposed to be painted is not painted. And there is some painted wood, but it was supposed to be painted. So, and the lighting fixtures are all original, except for maybe one or two. And everything about it is as it would have been in 1908.
Yeah.
So,
Now, and we were talking about how you take great pains to make sure it stays in that state. You actually have some contractual rules, because I want the ladies to know.
well, I do ask that if you're going to have a wedding or a party there, that if you wear high heels, that they don't be the small tip, like stiletto heels,
Yeah.
and that the tip of the heel could be about 3/4 of an inch in diameter, but just because it can hurt the floors.
Yeah.
Even though they're hard oak,
Yeah.
if the tip falls off, then a nail's sticking out and they leave holes. So,
But I bring that up because I love that you're protecting the integrity of the building. The
Right.
integrity of the structure and the decor and the original materials that are there. So
Sure.
it just tells me that you pay attention to every detail.
right.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So I try to at least.
I've seen some of the photos from some of the venues. I mean, even just having your venue outside has been like an amazing experience when the weather permits, in
Right.
such cases as weddings, for a specific example. Can you give us the broad strokes? How many rooms, carriage houses? Tell us some of that.
Well, there's probably about 20 or 25 rooms, depending on what you call a room. But I
Okay.
mean, a big hallway, I'd call that a room. And there's 3 stories to the house, and there's also a basement. And in the basement, there's a bowling alley, which isn't actually part of a venue when you rent it. So I don't mean to like tease you all, but it's one lane, and it's they used to have a pin boy set the pins. So we had to restore it. We had to gut everything, and because all the plaster was falling in, and so it's kind of fun. And then the first floor is just like any house, living room, dining room, all that kind of stuff, and then bedrooms on the second, and then the third floor had maids' rooms up there, and then there is a carriage house out in the back, and they used to have horses back in 1908, and I don't have any, but and then servants lived on the second floor.
So when you rent it out, when people come to use it, do they actually get to use the bedrooms as well if they have out-of-town guests?
No, I'm not a
Okay.
bed and breakfast.
Okay, just
So-
being clear about that.
They can come, but then they got to go. Sorry.
Now, how much notification do you need in preparation to schedule a venue? How do we get more information? I know you do have a Facebook page.
There's a
what's the best-
website.
And a website?
On the website is a good contact point.
Yeah.
So if you're interested, and there's photos on both, more photos, so you can check it out that way.
Yeah.
And you can just call for an appointment. If you want a specific date, just ask me if that's available. And
What if we just want a tour?
I am starting to do group tours, so you could call to try to schedule one of those. Maybe a group of 15 or so would be a doable size. So.
Now, you do we've been talking about weddings because it's the time when we actually have to start planning for weddings that are coming up in June and July and August. But you do other events, as Vern mentioned. He was there for a corporate party. So how many people can you hold? What kinds of events do you do?
Well, basically, the fire marshal said 100 people is the limit on the first floor in case there's a fire.
Okay.
And everybody can escape.
Yes.
But if you're also outside, I would say maybe up to 150
Wow,
or so.
nice.
I mean, you could do more than that, but I don't want
Nice.
to have too many people
Sure,
and
sure.
ruin the place.
Sure.
But I gotta say, from my own experience there, it's like you have this atmosphere of feeling right at home, you know, in this really nice mansion. So,
thank you.
Shelley, thank you so much for coming in and being with us today.
Well, thanks for
Yes.
having me.
And mention your website one more time. It's on the screen.
It's magicchefmansion.com. It's a website. So.
And the address is 3400 Russell Avenue, St. Louis, Missouri 63104. And for more information, you can call 314-664-3400.
Yay. Go check it
Thank
out,
you.
guys. It's absolutely gorgeous. We'll be right back with more of St. Louis Presents, and we'll be talking to Bishop Antoine Jackson.
Hi, my name's CJ. A few years ago, my father became seriously ill. I did what I could do before he passed, but it took its toll. I lost my job, my house. I'm getting back on my feet, but I don't know when there'll be food on the table. How'd I do, CJ?
We could be twins.
Well, cousins, maybe.
Play a role in ending hunger. Visit feedingamerica.org/hunger and find your local food bank.
If you drive buzzed, it could cost you around $10,000. You'll face major legal fees, major fines, and steep insurance penalties. You could lose everything. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Welcome back to more of St. Louis Presents. I'm your host, April Trupiano, here with Vern Fuller, my co-host.
Hi, April.
Hi.
Welcome
that
back.
was fun.
That was a lot of fun. That was a
Yeah,
lot of fun.
Shelley's great. That place is really gorgeous.
It is a happening place to have a party, a wedding, whatever the venue may be. I'll
Yeah.
tell you what, I would do it again in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
I really would.
We're going to talk now. We have our next guest with us, Bishop Antoine Jackson. Welcome, welcome.
Glad to be here.
Bishop Jackson.
Here's why I'm so excited to have you here is that, you know, just looking at the things that you're doing in the community. You know, it's not just about what you're doing inside the four walls of your church.
Sure.
You're walking outside and ministering, like, just to the general public and just paying things forward.
Sure.
I love this. What got you started? Well, first of all, tell us what you've been doing.
Well, our church probably, I think it was 2 years ago, we did a gas giveaway at Jennings Station Road in 367 where we gave away $3,000 in gas. So we basically filled up 150 cars with $20 each and basically was just saying, hey, we just want to bless, you know, our community. And then last Saturday, we did another giveaway at the McDonald's not too far away from where we did the gas giveaway. And we gave away $500 in just free food. So
That's awesome. Now, Bishop Jackson,
Oh, look, there we are, right there.
that's
yeah.
fantastic.
That's
There we
right.
go. I love that.
April mentioned that you do things outside of the four walls, but let's go back to those four walls. Because
Yeah.
your church is actually not in what we would call a traditional church building. Tell us where you're located and what your building is.
yes, we're actually meeting within a nightclub. The nightclub is called The Ambassador. It's in North County, and it's a nightclub. So everything that goes on in the nightclub is what goes on there. And
Nice.
yes,
So you guys are getting down. You guys are hip Jim, but when, like, in the Catholic Church we pass the chalice. I hope y'all aren't passing bottle service around.
No
Okay,
passing
all
the
right.
bottles. The
All
bar
right.
is closed.
There are some things that don't go well.
That's right.
Right, okay, all right.
The bar is closed when we're having church.
Good,
We
good.
come in there, we clean it up from the night before, and then we turn it back around for church.
Fantastic.
So, I mean, it's just an incredible place. I mean, it's just a building. The church is not the building. The church is the people.
Right.
It amazes me is your level of commitment to outreach, because you're not just preaching it, you're actually doing it.
Yeah. I believe we have to. I believe that the church has such a bad rap because we stay within our little four walls and we don't get out and touch people. I mean, and that's what we're about. We're about God and we're about people. Love God, help people, and we want to change the world.
How many people do you have in your congregation currently?
We're running close to 300 members. Yeah, it's amazing. But on a given Sunday, we'll see 125 to 150 people at church.
Do you see people of mixed faith, or
Absolutely. I mean, our church is for whosoever will. Whoever wants to come, we're not stuck on a particular denominational belief. We just want people to feel free and be able to come worship God.
So I've never visited. So is there a lot? And I'm going to bring my honey. I really am. You're going to see me. And you won't miss him because he's really tall.
6'8".
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
6'8". Yeah.
He can fit in there.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Exactly. He'll love it. He won't have to duck.
Right.
Yes. So, but is there? So, do you guys have a band? Or
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
my
Praise
gosh.
and worship. We have amazing musicians and singers. And
Nice.
I heard the pastor can preach pretty awesome. I don't know. Still looking into that, but we have children's ministry, all the above. I mean,
Oh, wow.
we have full ministry.
But let me ask, where did the inspiration come from to, hey, let's go out and give away $3,000 worth of gas, or let's give away $500 worth of food at McDonald's? Who comes up with these ideas?
Well, we just come up with creative ways to help our community. That's it. With no strings attached. We don't care if they're going to ever walk through the doors of our church. We just want them to know that we're there for them. That's
Okay,
it.
and some of these photos we're looking at now, can you tell us what's going on?
So basically, that's my wife and my youngest daughter, Sydney.
Awesome.
We're outside the McDonald's. And so I had team members out there with signs, free food, Big Macs, free hugs.
Nice.
Out there just to
Yeah.
draw people in. And then we had our team on the inside actually paying for meals.
Now, how many people didn't believe that was true?
Oh, my goodness. I think some people thought we were doing a car wash, because nobody does free food like
Right.
that, especially a church.
It's got to be something attached.
Yeah, it has to be something attached. You have to be trying to get us to come to your church, and we didn't. We just, if you ever want to come, our church is down the street. If not, enjoy your Big Mac.
Yeah. What are some of the other things that you guys have done just differently
Oh, yeah.
to involve your community and involve the?
Our church, I'll never forget, our church went to the Mills Mall a couple of years ago. We searched in the Mills Mall for somebody that was, needed something paid for. So we went into Children's Place. A young lady was buying all of her kids' school clothes. We walked up to her. She got to the counter. Everything was there. We just said, listen, we want to bless you, and we paid for all of her
Amazing.
clothes. So we just do that stuff all the time because we just want people to know that the church is relevant. We're not scary. We're regular people. We just want to help you.
And the name of the church is Equation.
Yes, Equation Church.
Is there a story behind the name?
It's a long story behind the name.
Can you give it to us in
Can you
about
give us
60
the-
seconds?
Wow, wow. Well, basically, in short, this came from me and my best friend having a discussion about church names, and he actually went to the restroom, came back from the restroom with the name Equation.
Oh my goodness!
So it's a longer story.
Divine inspiration comes when it comes.
It comes on the throne. He got it on the throne.
And tell us again where people can come visit because we want to make sure.
Yes, we meet inside the Ambassador Nightclub. It's 9800 Halls Ferry, St. Louis, Missouri 63136. You can't miss it.
Okay, and when do you have service? Is it only on Sunday?
Yes, we meet Sundays at 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock for fellowship, 12:30 praise and worship, 1:30 we're walking out the door.
Bishop Jackson, God bless you and your ministry.
Yes.
Keep up the good work, and thank you so
you.
much for coming and
Thanks
joining
for
us.
having me. I appreciate it.
Yes.
Thank you, guys.
All right, we'll be back with more of St. Louis Presents, and we'll be heading to the kitchen.
With Katie Lee.
Yes, are you excited?
I am amped. If you only knew how this studio smells right now.
financial advisor is being accused of committing one of the largest investment frauds in the history of the United States.
I guess we're not going to Aspen. That's fine. You see, I like tennis balls. He likes insider trading. So he's going to jail and I'm going to a shelter. And no, they're not the same thing. Shelters are for good pets that want to be adopted. Jails are for criminals. I've done nothing. Uh-oh. Ooh, okay, I stole a cheeseburger once. I'm a dog.
Welcome back. It is my favorite segment of this award-winning show.
Yes.
April, are you
I
ready?
know. I am so ready because I've been looking at this stuff and I got to tell you, as Vern said, it smells good and it looks good. I mean, so Katie, hi.
Hi, Katie.
I'm here.
It smells good. It looks good.
We're all over your food.
I know.
By the way, did we mention Katie is here with us?
I know, that's right. Now, you actually have two restaurants. I want to get that clear. You're one in Clayton.
Yeah, Katie's Pizzeria.
Yes.
That has been open for 5 years.
Yes.
And on Clayton Road, across from the Big Schnooks there. And then we're opening up a new restaurant called Katie's Pizza and Pasta that will be open this summer. So I'm making some pasta for you today.
Now, so I do want to address this issue of the second restaurant. First of all,
Yeah.
How did you, like, you just felt you were ready for a second restaurant?
Well, I've
It's
always
a lot of
wanted-
work.
It's a lot of work, but I love it. I'm a little crazy.
Yes.
You know, I love
Yes.
to work.
Yes.
And I love food. And I've always wanted to do pasta, but our kitchen wasn't big enough, and we didn't have the equipment and the space. So I said, well, we're going to take this concept and make it better and do a second location and do artisan handmade pastas.
Supersize
and
it.
pizza.
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
Katie, I got to tie in some of your background bio story here because you've brought culture into your food. Can you share with us about that?
Well, my mother is an artist. She teaches at WashU and she runs the study abroad program in Florence, Italy. So I got to go live with her in the spring growing up and just fell in love with Italian food. I love rustic ingredients that are regional and specialty, and thought I'm going to take those and put them on pizza. My aunt owns some great restaurants in town that I grew up working at, and she's been an inspiration. So yeah.
And you can mention her name.
Zoe Robinson. So Pigeon now.
So I have to tell you, because they always tease me around here.
Yeah.
I am so excited to have someone who finally gets what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That the food is just different over there.
It's different. I don't know what is in the water or the soil, but it's just different.
Yeah.
It's just pure, and the flavors are amazing. And so we tried to bring that to Katie's Pizzeria, and I think we've done a good job.
You have, and that's what I love about it is that
Yeah.
you have brought some of that in. I know this pasta is artisan made.
Yeah, this is
smells so good.
hand cut parpadelle. So it's a thick, nice, thick rustic noodle.
Yes.
This, we make everything in house, and then this is a arrabbiata sauce. So it's a marinara with some spice and sing.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what I love about this is that it's all fresh.
It's all
and
fresh.
it's all good for you.
And made from
handmade.
scratch.
Yeah. And you just can't
Best
find that everywhere
ingredients.
anymore.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, I love that.
You have
So-
to love to cook to want to, do it from scratch.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now let me go to a topic we were talking earlier in terms of how you opened this latest restaurant.
Okay, so we came up with a creative, fun idea to get our customers involved in the new restaurant. We launched a Kickstarter campaign, which is an online crowdfunding new thing where people back your project and they get gift certificates or cooking classes or all kinds of cool stuff where they feel like they're part of the opening of it. So we did that. It was an all or nothing deal. You have to hit the goal in the time allotted. We hit the goal, surpassed it. And we're kind of the first restaurant to do that in St. Louis on that scale. So
Now,
it was
do me a
really
favor,
cool.
be a little more specific. What goals did we hit?
So 40,000. So was the goal. It was a little
Awesome.
aggressive.
Awesome.
And you surpassed it.
We surpassed it.
And
yeah.
it is an all or nothing. If you
Yeah.
don't hit your goal, you get nothing.
You get nothing.
Yeah.
So the community really rallied around it, and all of our supporters of Katie's Pizzeria were really excited. And they get cool stuff, and we're excited. We're going to be open this summer in Rock Hill. So.
And I think it's important to mention that this crowdfunding concept, you shared with me that it's more popular on the East and West Coast.
Yeah, it's popular in bigger cities, and it's usually done with artists, musicians, tech stuff, And not all, in fact, most of the projects don't get funded. So it's really kind of cool that we did.
Yeah, it's just an honor. It really says a lot about what your patrons feel about you and your community feels about you.
It was humbling, for
Yes.
sure. Yeah.
So now tell us what else you have going on here, because
Okay.
this is not just pasta.
Yeah,
we also
so
have
we have prosciutto spring rolls. So we have sautéed portobellas, asparagus, some julienne zucchini, fresh mozzarella, wrapped with some nice Volpe St. Louis prosciutto, extra virgin olive oil, kosher salt, and a little black pepper.
I love it. This is gorgeous.
Yeah.
So now, how do you get inspired for your recipes? I know that you have your influence that comes from your time that you lived in Italy, but on a daily basis, how does a chef keep inspired?
Seasonal stuff, you just, I really love finding what is coming up, in the next week or so, and taking that one specific ingredient, like squash blossoms. We'll do that in the summer, the zucchini flower, and we'll stuff them, or we'll put them on a pizza, or do something really cool with those. Morels during the wild mushroom season. We just find an ingredient that's seasonal and really fun that nobody gets to really eat that much, and make it taste really good and fun, and put it on a pizza.
And those are ingredients that you don't find very often in restaurants here in St. Louis. I know this because I love them, and they're hard to find.
They're hard to find.
And the squash blossoms are especially hard to find. I tried to grow them so I could have them at home, and it didn't work out.
We pretty much trained our purveyors to find them, and now they know exactly where they are. Now but in the beginning they were like, "Oh my God, what are you doing?"
Yeah. But that's the best. That really says that you're doing something that's unique and innovative. So I love that about your restaurants as well. It takes a creative mind to do that.
Thank you. Thank you.
I can hear that you're pursuing your passions, and it sounds like things are going very, very well for you. Is there anything that keeps you up at night?
Coming on the show this morning.
So adorable.
the live. No. I just want to, I love my customers and I love cooking, and I just want to make sure that every time they come in that I can provide something creative and exciting for them. So I'm always, worried about that and trying to figure out what's the best experience for them.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Well, listen, we're going to go ahead and dig into this
Okay, let me
stuff.
get the pasta
Yes.
for you.
I know this is what Vern's been waiting for.
Absolutely.
But we want to say to you guys, if you want to go to Katie's Pizzeria, the one that's open now in Clayton.
It's at 6611 Clayton Avenue, St. Louis, Missouri 63117, or you can call 314-727-8585. And I highly encourage you to go and check it out.
Yes, and be on the lookout for the new location in Rock Hill, which is brought to you not only by Katie, but by her community and patrons. So be on the lookout for that. Now, I, for one, can't wait to dig into this. So we're going to sign off. And thanks for being with us today for another great show. And we will see you next time here on St. Louis Presents.
Make sure to join us on Facebook and Twitter.
Yes, join us. Say hi, give us a shout out.